You know,
Yeah.
you got moves that I've never used Natural Gift in my life, but I mean, here do you know the berries for Natural Gift and their uses? Because I really don't.
Not really, but usually most of the berries used for natural gift are usually ones you probably use to make Pokeblocks or Puffins.
That's true. Those seem to be the best ones.
And as a disclaimer, I'm not really drunk, and don't ever listen to me.
I'm not drunk either. I can't legally drink for another week and a half.
Oh my. Oh well, back to... Let's see what we have for the blue and the red team. For the blue team, we got Pichu with Static and the Lechi Berry. We got Quilava with Blaze and Wise Glasses. And we got Piplup with the Torrent and the Pataya Berry.
And on the red team, you've got Budew Special with Poison Point. You've got Gliscor, which is standard. And then Corsola, which has the Hustle ability. Which means that it won't be very accurate, but his attack is pretty good. One thing I noticed about the blue team right now is that you got 3 Pokemon which are all kind of starters. I know that Pichu is not a starter. Pikachu was a starter in Pokemon Yellow, though, so they're all related.
Looking at this, Pichu's probably only good against that Corsola.
That's true. And switching's on this match, so you can kind of work out the match like that. You can try to get the Pokemon to face the ones you want, but you gotta be quick, you gotta be good to do that.
Yeah, so looking at this, best move here is probably switching to Quilava. If the red team stays for in Budew.
Well, that's true. You gotta see what the other team is doing, and it really does take a lot of... You gotta be able to do a lot of things at the same time here.
Of course, the red team could also read and go into Corsola if you switch it to Quilava, so pretty much take the best bet. But we got about 15 seconds left.
Hello, what Pokemon was that used in a noisemaker right there? A Lady Jasmine of all of them.
The blue team is the underdog with 161% payout.
That's true. Pokemon was that? The chat program will tell us. Another Sonic and All-Stars Transform song. I approve. Sing Coliseum.
The Magma Coliseum. Then off we got Budew versus Pichu.
2 baby Pokemon, and looks like they're both gonna stay out.
Looking at Jasmine's badge, it looks like it's a Zygarde. Budew's gonna try to use Sleep Powder, but it misses.
That's not good. The one turn it was actually able to attack without confusion. It wasn't able to hit. Now it's gonna be... No, I don't think Volt Tackle can paralyze, but that does do a bit of damage.
But Pichu does get hit with that recoil. Budew is confused and hit itself with that confusion.
Not a good start for Budew, and it looks like the blue team may be sniffing a huge payout here. Budew's gonna get out of there before things get worse.
They're gonna switch into that Gliscor. Pichu's gonna use Reversal, but
it isn't gonna
flying.
Not gonna do a lot at all.
It's a very light hit. Looks like probably like 1 HP.
Yeah, that's about
Pichu goes for the teeter dance once again.
And Gliscor is able to attack despite the confusion. Gets in a hit with Poison Jab, and that'll finish off Pichu. Did do a lot of good, but it just has nothing in terms of the defense department. It goes down.
I think Pichu did at least a good amount of damage for that Budew. But didn't take anyone down, but they're gonna switch into that Quilava.
And as long as this Gliscor can stay confused, although well, it's gonna switch, but at least that'll give Quilava free turn.
Quilava, we see now, but it's gonna face against that Corsola. And that flamethrower isn't gonna do much.
No, that's 4 times resisted, and it doesn't even get a burn, although that's a small chance.
Quilava goes for another flamethrower. It's not very effective.
This time it
gets
is
burned. Corsola rides that surf. It's super effective. The Quilava is down to critical health, and that Corsola still takes some damage due to that burn.
Remember that this Corsola has the hustle ability, so that means that even if a move's 100% accurate, it can still miss.
They switch back into Gliscor. Quilava's going to use extra sensory.
And that does a small amount of damage.
Gliscor goes for that poison jab, and that's going to probably be enough to take down that Quilava. And it's down.
And the red team is looking for quite an unorthodox 3-0 sweep here, as Piplup is all that the blue team has left.
Not looking good either way, because other than that, both teams are still red team's Pokemon is still relatively healthy. Gliscor goes for the flings. Fling gets Poison Barb.
I think this is going to poison this Piplup.
That's a good amount of damage. Piplup does get poisoned, which means its lifespan is limited. Piplup will go for the Hydro Pump. That's going to finish off Gliscor.
Gliscor is down. Piplup is on a timer as it will try to take out both of these Pokemon.
Here comes Budew.
Budew has the type advantage against Piplup, but it does not have a ton of HP. Goes for Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Bomb, and Piplup is down to critical health. It's going to go down to the Tire Berry receives special attack, but due to poison, it may go down this turn or next turn. Piplup goes for the Hydro Pump. It's not very effective, and Budew goes down.
Will poison be enough to take it out? Let's see. I think it may be. And the red team does come up with the victory.
That poison was good enough to finish up Piplup. I almost thought that maybe Piplup would actually survive with 1 HP and maybe take down Corsola next turn. That would have been actually funny, but the red team does go home with that 39% payout.
So that is a nice payout for the red team, although it would have been a much better one for the blue team.
Back to more Ashcore as we're in some kind of foggy area, which looks like to be near Bill's house.
I love how the fog cuts off right at a few of those trees. You got a few of those. I guess those must be really tall trees or something because they're poking up through the fog.
Yeah, I don't believe Fire Red and Leaf Green ever used fog, even though it's built in from Ruby and Sapphire.
That's true. Fog was in that creepy tower place, right?
Yeah, only that creepy tower place, the Lavender Tower,
and
Pokemon Tower.
I saw that Lucre Bomb 12 won one of the tokens there. Oh my god, I love this song, guys.
Bill's house is on fire, explains the fog.
Bill's house is on fire? That's not good.
Alright, leading off for the blue team, we got Staravia with Reckless and the Sharp Beak. We got Leafeon with Leaf Guard in the middle plate, and we got Hariyama with the thick fat and wide lens.
On the red team, we have Exeggutor Special with the Silk Scarf, not the Choice Scarf. I was about to say that. We got Regice and Tentacruel, standard and physical sets, neither of them holding an item. Like, I know I say I love a lot of songs, but this one is, like, legitimately, like, in the top 25. Okay, so what kinds of things do you see in this match? It is interesting how the red team has two Pokemon not holding an item. You'd think there'd be some kind of a reason for it, but I really don't see any moves like these.
Not really, but Regice is a legendary Pokemon with good defenses, especially with that special defense. With that clear blind, you can't lower its stats. So having no better on that Regice is probably to at least nerf it a bit.
That's true, and it has a good matchup against two of these Pokemon on the blue team. Not as much against Hariyama, though. But Hariyama doesn't have a super strong fighting move, so I think Regice would even be able to hang on a little for that.
Looking at it right now, Staravia versus Exeggutor. Staravia could possibly take Exeggutor down. We got switching on, which means the red team could switch into Regice first turn.
That's true. Also, that Regice has Psych Up, but I don't believe there's anything it's going to be able to use that on. Which is too bad, because a lot of Pokemon do have moves that can, boost their stats, but nothing on the blue team.
Regice's special defense does look pretty useless, except for that Staravia's Heat Wave, which is kind of a bit of a protection for the red team to switch into Regice.
Alright, we got 10 seconds left. Moonboy65, you should go do that, because that is a great song as well.
The blue team is the underdog, but oh no. Odd switch, and looks like the red team's the underdog right now, but odds.
That's right. And we got some more Breath of the Wild music here. The leader of the Yiga clan, what's his name? Koga.
Here we go, Staravia versus Exeggutor. Set 6% to switch into Regice, but they don't get that switch. Staravia leads off with a Wing Attack.
It will be super effective, but does not do half damage, and Exeggutor answers with an Ancient Power that will do quite a bit more damage.
It looks like they get the switch after all. They're going to switch it to Regice. Staravia goes for that Heat Wave.
And they totally saw that switch coming, but that still does not do that much against the extremely special wall of a Regice.
Staravia is going to try to go for that Wing Attack. It's a critical hit.
So that was actually quite a bit more effective then, especially with the crit. Regice answers with an Ice Punch, and that'll take down Staravia.
So, looks like the blue team is going to switch it to Hariyama. Looks like they're going to try to at least take advantage of that Vacuum Wave or Force Palm move.
That's true, but I honestly don't think Vacuum Wave will be able to finish it off.
They're going to go for Force Palm. It's super effective and Regice goes down. I wouldn't say it's looking good, as they can either go into Exeggutor or Tentacruel next.
Both do have favorable matchups against Hariyama.
They're going to Exeggutor. Exeggutor is still moderately healthy, with more than half HP remaining on it. Hariyama is going to switch into Leafeon.
Unfortunately, I just noticed that Exeggutor actually is not packing a psychic move, so nothing good against Hariyama, but it doesn't matter here.
So that could be a good matchup against Leafeon, especially with that Exeggutor.
Exeggutor will do a huge amount of damage, and Red is not going to switch out of this either.
It's super effective and Exeggutor is down.
So the last Pokemon for the Red team is Tentacruel, which does have a super effective move to use against Leafeon. It may be able to pull off the comeback, but it'll be tough.
Looks like Leafeon's going to opt for that dig, and Leafeon does move first.
This dig is going to be super effective when it comes into hit, so that is very good. A good coverage move by Blue, and it's a critical hit. Game over.
The blue team goes home with that 69% payout.
Oh, yes. That. You go enjoy that, blue team. I don't know if they were trying to get this song to play. If this song had been randomly chosen just a bit earlier, we would have been hearing the same song twice in a row. But it was a little late.
It'd be nice if this song was playing when we started. Except because when we started, we already finished the battle in the side game.
Actually, I just realized it's not quite the same because that was a wild battle victory. And we
That's
just
true.
do a trainer battle. I've never really thought that they were different music, but yeah, they are. They're slightly different keys.
Man, I don't think it's something you really notice because I don't know. Would you even notice the difference between that and a trainer battle victory music? You just be spamming A.
Now that we would have had. It's the same song. It's just in a different key, and the trainer battle one has kind of a